Oh man, so well, since we are still continuing with this whole discourse of what's going on with the old right wingers, yeah, they are still getting clowned on, and they are still going to continue to get clowned on because they people are sick and tired of the censorship. We already have stated that many times. But since they don't learn, but hey, as long as people actually know that hey, we don't want to replace one evil with another one, so because this always is power trips that these fuckers they are so thirsty for it, want to push. And this is when why don't we start with this one? So sensei from another. I'm actually losing my mind laughing. So these Christians. I'm losing followers because I hate prawn and want to be out loud. Insanity. And then all to cast this. I was just fired from my job again for my conservative beliefs. They tried to silence me, but I won't stay quiet. Here's why I'm speaking out. So, doesn't sound so similar, no? It's like when we have heard a walk when they get fired for screwing everything up. Just say. So yeah, they're just doing a parody at this point. This fucking Flanders. Because he started with anti-libertarian right-wing support programs that will lead to the full-blown state socialism. Remember, you will know nothing and you will be happy just so they can ban that icky porn. Give me speech, give me guns, but ban sinful behavior. You deserve to lose it all. Yeah, yes, at this point I have to say it is. If you deserve to wish censorship on others, you deserve to get censored and strip it all of those rights that you want to strip of everyone else. Same guy, by the way, he can't even connect the most basic ideas below breakfast questions. Remember, this fucker can't merely read at the first descendant. I think we covered that one. He just because the first descendant showed a lot of good skins, and then just we saw fuckers pieces of shit like Melanie Mac and others jumping onto the fence, and this fucker too. These responses, man, like righties have learned nothing in 50 years. There are zero people in Congress except maybe that autist who builds clocks that actually care about protecting your rights. So arguing with your rights is like arguing with children. Ban porn and prostitution and everything I find icky. Why? It's immoral. It's moral in my book and you can prove your moral system over mine. And that's the point he usually cries for sure. And of course this fucker was going to get wretched here. Government creating laws restricting sexual degeneracy is socialism. Lemao, okay dude, I guess America was socialism until 10 years ago. Just to get clown out by you will implement digital edit that will make all independent go back to boring Democrats, and then those Democrats will use those laws to strip you of all the rights. And I will look and I laugh. Exactly. Oh man. He's just some annoying right-doy reply guy. Well, I describe all the vocal anti-libertarian ones. Being some reply guy is peak of their capabilities. Even you have Baradar here, so replying to this one, James Lindsay, anti-communist. I'm 40 years old and I stopped playing video games when I was 25. Then I finished a PhD. You know, I have an engineer diploma and yeah, I never stopped playing video games. So what's your point? Hell, I know some guys that actually study medicine keep playing video games. From time to time, not always. But look at this. Well, let's see at this nonsense. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understand as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Like fucking hell. Oh man. Why is this shit? Me- So, Baradark, stop wasting time reading, stop wasting time looking at paintings, stop listening to music, stop watching shows and movies, stop wasting time enjoying life. See how idiotic that sounds? Video games are a form of entertainment just like movies, shows, books, etc. Basically, this parrot shared his quotes in response, which I thought was good. So now, Vara, don't you know a little nothing about work and misery? Boy, I guess I should just give on pop culture period and don't have any relax or downtime. So people having old stuff. Oh man, some CDs out there. Queens. Yeah, physical media with music is just rare to see nowadays. I have some. I have some disc I found from the band System of a Down. So this boomer has been playing video games since they first came out, and more recently, as they have kept me sane while fighting off chemo side effects, and Mr. Lindsay has pretty much proved PhD noun. Academy awarded to people who have learned more and more about less and less, so that eventually they know everything of nothing at all. Ah, fucking yes. I don't know going to see this fucking retard John De La Ross. Yeah, he wants to keep flip flopping from side to side. Yeah, fuck that moron. God damn, and games are for the people to join and ease off with. Are they fucking mentally disabled? They have realized there's games specifically marketed as not for children? Or do they realize how fucking mentally clapped they sound? Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone is pointing this out like, how are these morons are just coming out of the fucking closet they were just hiding? Just so say stupid shit like this once again that they need to stop playing video games. They need to do as we say because it's morally right. Ah, fuck you. we, we heard the same shit from the walk. We heard the same shit from the right wingers, the fucking tradcons in the 90s and 2000s. I need to keep saying how they drove away entire generation to the files of the or to the fucking rows of the left, and they still don't want to admit it. They still refuse to acknowledge that fucker. They still refuse to, and that's what pisses me the fuck off, man. So even continuing, you're seeing another one because also cheer reviews is actually doing some work here. So you have this moron Templar Build. Pornhub bans now covers more than a tier of the US states, and they're mad, mad. And just to say the chibi reviews, the fact that there's this many troglodytes celebrating censorship is concerning. This is the only kind I have seen in my talent these last 2 days saying similar things. Remember when prohibition banned alcohol? The same will happen here. Exactly. Fucking exactly. You're going to create illegality and more people joining on that. Imagine, like, encouraging, like, this underground criminal behavior, like what they happen in with the prohibition with alcohol. So, you allow something, and so you want to make a new type of crime skyrocket, and you are going to keep moving the goalposts because you're going to say, "Oh, we need to tackle this because of my society," while other stuff that keeps happening, which is actually far more harmful, like drugs, murders, organized crimes that dedicate themselves to kidnapping and making cheese pizza. You're not going after those doctor pizzas out of society. But yo, video games, prawn, especially the legal one, like the most vanilla type. Like I can understand that not many people are into prawn. I can understand that. I'm not a moron. I know not many people are comfortable talking about certain topics only because you can do that. Because you're an adult, you're not going to talk like that in the open. Those type kind of topics are for like people that you actually trust, understand it, or actually kinda are into that. Just like with video games, because even like that back in the day, this is what those communities got for people having like the same share of a hobby, the same mindset in some way of capacity. Those ideas floating. But this fucker saying, "Oh, let's just go to the fucking stream to win." I'm just like, Are you for real? The UK is not for you, enough for you? Oh man. So look at this. Let's sit back and watch these branded conservative stars go all shock Pikachu face when they get voted out in the midterm election next year for trying to force nine-state bullshit on us. It's the same woke evil with a different code of pain trying to prescribe morality. And yeah, this meme is on point. Extreme leftists, extreme rightists, censoring, banning any features they don't like. Yes, because this is also what they target. Be careful what they wish for. The new conservatives waiting for the opportunity to censor everything he doesn't like. Because we have seen this more and sharing this screenshot of Bochita Rock while pushing Bampron. And then you have anti-authoritarian libertarian Holy Bible 1690 kids that grew up with prawn and has a normal family. They grew up with video games. You have families that grew up with video games, and prawn is not something new. It has existed since the 90s. Oh, but you're saying, oh, the low bill rate, the degeneracy. Like, motherfucker, you have other issues that you don't want to tackle. Well, even here, give me Van Hammer, because, yeah, we are almost at a long run here. So, hey, you two-face principle discarding. How about we reach a compromise? Yeah, I forgot how it is this word meant, but of course, it's a derogative. You all get to rant and rave about banning things you do not like, be it anime, be it porn, be it violent video games, anything. I will accept it and reduce my post talking about you all. In return, you drop the lies, you drop the fakery, and you drop the cowardice. Admit loudly and proudly that you are for censorship of things you do not like. That your pretense to care for free speech over the years was just that pretense. Stop pretending to care about free speech. Be 100% honest. You are just authoritarian vote to the right. Just like your left, you only care about free speech when you are the ones being victimized. It seems tiresome and outright stupid seeing so many of your attempts at trying to whistle your way out to try and create fan fiction that the thing you do not like is somehow quote unquote not free speech or quote unquote not freedom of expression. No one believes it, and make sure quite fair and few of you are struggling to believe your own lies. So you have more on the things. Prawn is not free speech. It's racketing, socialization, exploitations. Big difference. Holy hell, they sound exactly like the lamb. They sound fucking exactly. I'm looking at a fucking mirror here, man. It's just a mirror effect. There is a lot of words to say you are addicted, Prawn. Pornography contradicts even natural love. Having tenir anal between a man and a woman, and yeah, some creamies, if I can say it like that, on YouTube. That even if you don't want to look into it, well, even if they engage in like yeah on some horniness while doing it, and well, they created life because well, they are doing like the action that creates life. But you don't you put aside the tax within homosexuality and all of that shit. But well, man and woman, or harem with one man with many women, some threesomes and all of that. Yeah, what the fuck are these fucking morons just saying, man? Even like I say, it's adult content. Some adult topics that yeah, you can even discuss in a very more proper manner or more composed manner than I'm doing myself. But fucking hell, to reach to this level of mental illness, like hell, I have said that yeah, you have seen Christians being prosecuted by the left and insane levels. We covered that day with actual extremism and just like after all of what happened, just like they is this with this fucking post on social media, it's like they want to have that sympathy go away. What the fuck are they thinking? What the fuck are they fucking thinking? So even continue on. Pornography contradicts even natural love. Pornography is just watching a video on someone having the in and out, so like unnatural actions within humans when they can that can actually lead to creation of life. Sure, it looks kind of over off the top, very graphic, or even is going on kind of spicy, but still is what it is. Why? Why you're saying it contradicts natural law? Honestly, I don't know what the hell happened to those Christians. We used to see a little loud minority of Christians. That at least even we have seen some of the people from the 90s weren't that retarded, but holy hell, man! Like how it is that they lost their intelligence? It's because of what we have experienced across all of those decades, those 2 decades with all of this nonsense. I don't know what else to tell you, man. So, because this fucking modern third paper, I understand the love for free speech, but it's still weird how many right wingers defend Prom. You have right wingers defending Prom because at the end of the day, it's a content that is only accessible for adults. And if you say, oh, protect the kids, why are you letting your kid with a fucking internet device always in his life? Why don't you care for stuff? And even I have said suggestions. You can make them play offline single player video games, but well, we have seen you have morons like Baradar poster out here that say that oh well I left video games because I needed that PhD. Yeah, your PhD means fucking nothing. And even Romanian B, because yeah, even cloning on this more and then prepared. Who cares about Pranjo when you have offline AI generating whatever project you want in a couple of seconds? Yeah, because even there are people like us that, I have hentai doujins drones. Oh, you are running on drones? I don't fucking care. You're fucking shaming. And I have seen some good art out there. And to even for your displeasure, it has been made by women. So, oh, well, you are going to call out women? No, I know, Tradcocks, they just worship pussy. They don't want to have beef with women, even when women are in the wrong for the most part. In certain arguments, but continue on. The only thing you are doing is setting the stage for the left to start forcing Christians to bake the cake again when they return in power. And now you'll have your real ID and personality tied to your social media posts. Christians used to be wise and educated. How did they get so stupid lately? Yeah, I'm doing the same fucking question. So yeah, the good fucking art here. You don't necessarily say Pranjo. Even people don't that are actually defending this, they don't consume it. They don't use Pornhub or probably they don't watch it at all. But fucking hell, defending all this censorship is going to lead to the same way. We saw the fucking UK. Why do we? How many times do we need to mention that one? And it's fucking recent. It's the same fucking year. It's like yeah, this TP running the gaslighting just to accept this nonsense. Because yeah, we say I'm going to censor what I don't like. Okay, then looks like you just have to be treated like an irrelevant moron for the rest of the centuries at this point. I'm not going to say a couple of decades more, the rest of the fucking century and be forgotten. Oh man. Even this one. How can we forget about this moron? Christian anime podcast. So yeah, from New Zealand. I post about anime is actually Christian. Yeah. But when you say stuff that you don't like, you say ban it. In like a recent discourse, ban brand. And she will reveal that, but that's how losers think exactly. This one, as a Christian, anyone who wants to ban porn for the sake of religious views is either woefully ignorant of doctrine or a bad fake actor trying to make Christians look bad. I denounce these ones. Props to you. Why do these people not want to promote digital ID and ban porn out of nowhere? This feels coordinated. It actually is. There is no fucking way this guy has the Shupogakis like from Blue Arcane in his profile pic and is saying this unironically. Hey, you, this fucker knows that Blue Archive is leading in the number one of dubbing production. A lot of artists are dedicated themselves there. Ah man, it's fucking tiresome seeing these morons. And yeah, I'm just going to end it with this one. I almost forgot. I have this one. So 3D billboard in Japan and looks straight out of the future. The summer event in brown dust too. And it looks nice, man. But yeah, while people are present, you're going to encounter more like this. Korean companies deploying Nazi ad in Japan. I got news for you. This kind of ads also Japan used to produce them. Not many more because most of the gaming aspect of Japan decided to kneecap themselves and gave up on the competition. Well, actually, they didn't have competition. They just fucking dropped the ball, and South Korea and China are just taking in. But also you see responses like this, like they did it to keep the prawn addicted target audience in mind. I'm just like fucking hell, man. I'm sick and tired of these morons. But well, looks like we have those two both sides once again, and yeah, gamers, anime fans, they don't have allies, and yeah, kick out all of the malbreeders that try to get in your hobbies only to say, oh, but my morality. Fuck off with that shit. If you don't like certain risque tags, you can just not watch it. Oh, if you don't like that, well, a vast majority of the communities that engage into those topics or actually know how to gatekeep like Blue Archive, well, you don't want it, just don't engage. And but if you want to keep enjoying the hobby, just enjoy it and that's it. Get your mouth shut up. You don't need to engage with this nonsense. But well, at this point, let them keep getting exposed. We don't want them. So that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.